I'm Jocelyn, and welcome back from your weekend. I hope you're all excited for a short week because on Thursday and Friday we have no school. So let's begin the announcements with a couple of congratulations. First off, senior Jaisha Copeland was selected to participate in the 2019 World Strides Honor Performance Series at Carnegie Hall. In February, she travels to New York City to work with other students from around the world and perform in the Stern Auditorium at Carnegie Hall. She auditioned for her spot in the orchestra in October and competed with students from all over the world. Next up, the Radford Color Guard and Armed Drill teams placed first and second in their last drill competition event. The Color Guard team received an almost perfect score and the Armed Drill team's performance was outstanding, so congratulations. This aside, just a reminder that if you are donating blood on November 29th, it's time to start preparing. Start including lots of iron-rich foods in your daily diet like turkey, spinach, beans, breakfast cereal, tofu, and broccoli. Try to eat these with foods high in vitamin C like fruits and vegetables. Start also increasing your water intake as well and get loads of rest. If you have any questions, you can see Ms. Sugahara in room 134 or Ms. Christie in room 254. Now, before we get into the lunch, just another heads up that once we come back from Thanksgiving break, the Allegre tournament will be held November 28th through the 30th, so make sure you be there. And finally, for today's lunch, we'll be having popcorn chicken, whipped potatoes, steamed rice, steamed carrots, fruit of the day, and milk. Well, that's it for today, Rams. I'm Jocelyn, and I hope you have a Ram stuffing day. Bye!
Virginia is one of the two states where e-commerce company Amazon is planning to install its HQ2, its second headquarters. The company is based in Seattle, Washington. It announced plans for a second base more than a year ago. After a nationwide competition between cities to attract Amazon, the company announced that New York City and Crystal City, Virginia would be the two places where Amazon's new homes would be. In total, they offered $2.8 billion in incentives to Amazon, but that figure could go higher.
Amazon finally picked Virginia and New York as the two sites for its new headquarters. But that so-called victory in the HQ2 race for those states means that now they're on the hook for billions of dollars in subsidies to Amazon, one of the largest companies in the world, led by the richest man in the world. So why are New York and Virginia willing to give away nearly $3 billion to Amazon? Let's back up to 2017, when Amazon first announced their HQ2 hunt. Right off the bat, the sweepstakes led to silly, folksy gimmicks by local politicians. New York turned the Empire State orange. Tucson sent a big cactus. Kansas City Mayor Sly James made this.
I'll tell you, when I'm sitting out in the backyard of my reasonably priced home and these chimes start to tinkle, it feels just like the whole world is singing to me.
But it wasn't just gimmicks that Amazon got. Chula Vista, California offered a plot of land worth $100 million and a property tax deferment worth $300 million. New Jersey offered $7 billion in total incentives. Fresno offered to give Amazon control of how most of its taxes will be spent. Just give them control. And Chicago had maybe the most insane offer. It proposed taking 50 to 100% of Amazon employees' income tax for 10 years and just giving the tax to Amazon. But look, just like Amazon wasn't the first company to sell stuff online, it sure isn't the only company to try to get as much public financing as it could. You could see it with the public funding of sports stadiums, or film and TV productions that have gotten billions in subsidies from states like Atlanta, New York, and Louisiana.
We offer the greatest financial incentive that you can find in the world.
To understand why states and cities would choose to join a race to the bottom and potentially empty out their state's funds for a huge megacorporation, think of this as a prisoner's dilemma, the classic game theory thought experiment. Two people are arrested, interrogated separately, and asked to spill the beans on the other. Everyone would come out better if they cooperate together, but in practice, each individual actor decides what to do best for themselves, meaning everyone loses. Now imagine instead of 2 prisoners, there's 50. And let's call those prisoners states. Each state would be better served if no one state would give in, But ultimately, each state is guided by their own self-interest. Look, Amazon didn't create this problem, but what they are trying to do is put a friendly face on it, make it this fun thing that cities can compete for.
The city of Birmingham is using giant Amazon boxes to try to get Amazon's attention.
Well, that's a dangerous precedent to set, especially because we know these deals are contagious. Companies know the deals that other companies have gotten and try to get them for themselves.
Companies play this game. It's not like these public dollars affect where the location is going to be. It's like a company figures out where it wants to go. It picks the city, or maybe a very short list of city where it wants to go, and then plays community after community to get these incentives.
Politicians love the idea of Amazon in their city. Once you have Amazon, salaries will go up, home prices will increase, and eventually tax revenues could increase in the long run. But what's to love for the taxpayers who actually have to foot the bill, whose money for roads and schools and firefighters, health insurance is being diverted to the pockets of some of the most profitable corporations in the world? And won't those corporations' employees, when they move into their new home, need to use those same resources too? If this is a competition, who's winning?
Can we get away, far away? Let's leave this place. Will you come with me? Are you down to turn your world around? It's you and me tonight.
31 seconds.